Tell them I'm ready for more. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I'm ready for more. Whole squad in the field, yeah, we tell them I'm ready for more.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Now, this defense for the Lions, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
Throwing is Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
In the red zone just inside the 20. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. His 7th rushing touchdown, 11th overall. And the Lions are going to take a first quarter lead. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the quarterback? Who do I take? Do I take on a blocker? And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now they try the right side here. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They go play action now. Wilson. Flush to his right. That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
And some room to work. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Seahawks are now just an extra point away from moving out in front. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. Now it is showing. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And smartly going into the slide there. Wilson has enough for the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Play action. It's Wilson. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And to give this time to the tailback. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. They go play action with Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. D.J. Waddle. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he will slide down with a good gain. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
Nice job understanding the situation. 3rd and long, kept the play in front of them and made the tackle. They gave up a good chunk of yardage, but it does force a 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Flushed out right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Jalen Reagor with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7.
Back him up, back him up.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Call that a 48-yard punt and made even better by a loss on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion in the field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wilson on 1st down. He'll fire it deep for Rager. Touchdown, Detroit! Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Lions add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, Wilson. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Go, go. Shoot, shoot. Shoot. Delta.
From the gun on third down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. Throwing again here, Wilson. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now it's Wilson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see one or two guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. They'll roll him out right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Finds a seam inside the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Instead of the first, he'll have to go backwards for another 2nd down try.
So if there is a silver lining, though, it stays 2nd down, and they still have an opportunity to pick up a 1st down before they have to start their downs over again.
Hands it off out of the gun. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Wilson and the offense not coming off the field. They're going for it on fourth. To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Wilson. Wide open receiver complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Here's Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf standing alone with a new NFL record 32nd touchdown. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 29. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Flushed out right. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That's a jet sweep. Wilson with a little pop pass. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And now here's a carry heading left. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Out left, he's got it to Everett. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson escaping the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd and 10, Wilson. He goes right back to Metcalf, this time complete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now it's Lockett. Shreds the tackle, and he'll be out right at the 35. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown. DK Metcalf. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. And smartly going into the slide there, Wilson has enough for the first.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Throwing now is Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Once he got out of the pocket, you thought that maybe he'd take off with it, especially here in the 2-minute drill. Sometimes defenses are focused so much downfield that there's room to run, but this time he decided to throw it unsuccessfully.
He's back to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. Eluding the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Now Wilson. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And yep, indeed, the flag is out. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game, as now they've got it 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles. And really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, a win here in Week 18 means they'll finish off the regular season at a very strong 12-5. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the loss means they'll finish up the regular season at 10-7. And it's going to be finger-crossing time as we await the final shake.